But in 2006, a DNA expert from Australia tested saliva from a letter purporting to be from Jack the Ripper. That test suggested that a person who sealed the letter was a woman.
Let's talk to your pet about this app.
The team is following the evidence trail triggered by this test. Red Turner is determined to uncover the Ripper. He is one of the world's leading profilers, whose methods are used to train agents of the FBI. Stuart Evans has made it his life's mission to uncover the identity of the Ripper. A former English police officer, he is an expert on the case. The new suspect, Mary Pearson, was put to death in 1890 for the murder of wife and baby of her lover. The killing of the Ripper was especially brutal.
Mrs. Pearson cut the woman's throat very, very deeply, and she almost severed her head.
While on trial, Piercy wrote letters to her family, providing insight into her psyche.
Here we actually have reports of the trial of Mrs. Pearcy. She actually wrote letters to get an insight to her character.
Before investigating the suspects, the team needs to build a psychological profile of the killer. They begin at the site of the first murder.
Photographs give a description. Those do not do justice. You need to actually go out and experience the acoustics and the spatial relationships in the scene.
The victim, Mary Andrews, was discovered at 3:45 a.m. in a residential street then called Bucks Road. She was found with 2 deep slashes on either side of her neck that nearly severed her head. And her abdomen had been violently cut with a long bladed knife.
Where the body of Mary Ann Nichols was lying on the footpath here. There's a row of Victorian terrace houses this side. Essex Walk was opposite.
The alley was isolated and dark, with little traffic in the hours. A perfect place for an illicit encounter. Or murder.
Now you're thinking it better would have robbed the victim here. Do you think it would have just been a natural part of like a John prostitute room? A lot of the prostitutes would take the client to where they knew was a quiet spot to conduct their business. I mean, the killer wouldn't really have to know the area well.
The killer could have targeted prostitutes knowing that his victims would lead him to the perfect spot. A place with few potential eyewitnesses.
Well, it was a quiet street. It was off the main road, which is very nearby.
The profile of this killer is beginning to emerge.
He really had a great deal of anger and animosity toward them.
Mystery Quest is investigating the identity of one of the most notorious murderers.
Catching every red light.
Jack the Ripper. The killings took place in London's Whitechapel Street, an overpopulated and desperate urban slum. Many of these people were living on or below a starvation level, which is why so many women went on the streets as prostitutes to earn money by casual prostitution. Panic swept the neighborhood as women began turning up dead in the streets. London newspapers fueled the hysteria by fighting to print the most salacious details of the crimes and the possible killer. There was a lot of sensationalism attached to the case.
Hey,
that allowed those
if
men
you
to illustrate
watched
stories.
if you watched the part at the very beginning of the trial where the judge gives the instructions to the jury, one of the very last things she said was, and pay close attention to the mannerisms of the defendant. You know how he acts towards while the evidence is being presented. All of a sudden, he started making faces about how when they showed the dead body in the backyard and stuff, he started making like gruesome faces. Yeah, as soon as the judge said that, he started being more animated.
Yeah, and then he sits there and he shakes his head now. I don't even like the way he looks. He has, you know, he thinks he's to the jury that he looks sad and upset that he didn't do it, but he looks like he's fucking retarded.
Yeah, he was treating the employees in his office really, really bad. That's why the guy did the article on him at first, and then he found out he was having an affair with one of his coworkers.
I know, I like the opening statement that Steve did. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. Did you see how they showed the dead body by accident?
Yeah, I saw the
No, you didn't see the whole dead body. Oh, you saw the on the autopsy table. But if you go a little quicker when the murder first happened, when they're talking about it, they showed the dead body really quick and the camera pans off. Yeah, I paused it right there so because the camera goes off it so quick, but I went back and paused it so I could see. Doesn't he look like he's wearing one of those fake bald head caps?
Oh, I can't even stand his face. He's got this bald head, and all you see is all lines on his forehead.
Like his bald head doesn't match his face.
Not at all.
It looks like he's wearing a fake bald
So
head.
in this case, we don't just have
They have
information,
so
we
much
actually have
evidence on him. I mean, I can't believe he did not kill him.
I couldn't believe he took.
I don't get it.
I couldn't believe he took it to trial either. They found the hat, the jacket, they found everything in his house, and cut up.
And he cut everything up, and he didn't get rid of it. He just hid it in the house.
The sneaker under his couch, all cut up in pieces. Like, what, they not gonna put the pieces together like a puzzle? You know?
Yeah, the hat's in the bag all cut up. What are you idiot?
He's
Cut
so
everything up and leaves it
stupid.
hidden in the house.
I don't think he thought he was gonna get caught that quick.
Yeah, they got evidence from the dead guy.
All the cameras with the car going to the house, leaving the house.
Yeah, and his coworker says that's him, the way he walks, his mannerism.
But you know what, Mom? That's what narcissists are like. They just don't think that they're gonna get caught.
Yeah, but he could get like 20 years. Now he's gonna get fucking life.
Right? He could have taken a plea. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and now he's gonna get life instead of just doing 20 years and get out as an old
Because
man.
he's so narcissistic, he honestly believes that he's going to be proven not guilty.
This reminds me of the
Karen Reed.
yeah, blaming everybody else.
Right. Yep.
So upset about it.
He's so stupid, isn't he?
Let me get back to it. I'm really into it now.
I told you were going to like it. I knew you were going to like it.
Hi, Nana.
The kid said hi. You're on speaker, by the way. Throwing out your bombs.
I'm not swearing.
Say hi to Nana, Kay. Caleb's in the front. Raymond's in the back.
What's the date of this?
Caleb, I wish you were younger. At least I saw you more.
That's what everybody says.
All my grandkids, they hit teenage
Mom, I didn't
years
even
and
say
get their
that at
license
all.
cool. And they always promise they're gonna come see me, but they don't.
They don't. Yep, I know. The only one that'll still be coming to you is Raymond.
I hope that somebody's left until I leave this earth.
I know Caleb said the other day, he's like, I really need to go spend a night at Nana's. I haven't seen her in so long, I miss her.
Well, we should have whole 24/7.
I know. He'll come down soon, I'm sure.
Alright, well, I love you guys.
Alright.
You're in my prayers. Great, Caleb, especially you were driving now.
He smiled.
Alright, guys.
I'm taking Caleb to his girlfriend's and then I'm taking Ray to the park. So I need something to get through it.
I don't blame them. I know I'm waiting for check day myself. So
I know, me too.
Artist from a
It's a
young
long month.
I'll give you money, Chuck Day. I'll send you 50.
No, don't worry about it. I owe you a gas card already. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I can wait until Raymond goes back to school.
Whatever. I'll get a good one in October.
Yeah, no hurry.
All right. I love you, Mom.
All right, I love all of you. Bye.
We love you too. Bye. Just have to get $10 off my motor to buy a trip walk. So broke. I don't want to ask Dad for any money because I've been sucking him for money all week. God forbid I ask Dad for $10.
What's called the Batty Street Inn.
Yeah, coffee so bad
Batty
I
Street is
bang
next
heavy.
road down from
I
Burns
haven't
Street.
drank caffeine all day.
And Murder Street was where victim number 3, Elizabeth Stride,
Oh,
was found.
not traffic. I gotta love it.
Now known as the Double Event.
That history show you're watching, Raymond? I used to watch it all the time. It makes me want to sleep. That guy's voice puts me to sleep.
Disappears out
Still using this thing. I bet you the one we threw away when I said was empty, I bet you it was just powered off.
The reason he disappears is because
I didn't realize it. I could have.
Yeah, she gave those to me like once.
I love this watermelon ice one. I'm still sucking on it. I can't believe I got this much out of it. Can't find it anywhere. Every store I go in, I look to see if they have them. I haven't found it yet. So ask her where she put it.
I don't even have any shifts with her.
You don't have her number? You have her on Snapchat? Chat. Just act like you.
She used to work on Saturdays.
Yeah. What girl is it?
Yeah.
Dorothea.
Yeah, she's a black.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. If you have her on Snapchat, just act like you liked it. Just say, where'd you get that watermelon ice
Of
tea bar?
differences, we must take these differences into
Just
account.
make it like you like it. Say, I liked it. I just can't find the old sex watermelon
the
ice.
body of Catherine Meadows was discovered in nearby Writer Square. She had also been mutilated.
Oh, these are people turning into 6.
And just 15 minutes later at 2 a.m., the Batty Street lodger was seen at the inn.
He fled eastward, and we know this because a piece of blood-stained apron cut from Meadows' own apron.
I got
was
eaten
found in the
alive
doorway
last night. I think
of
those
the
squirrels are coming through
So
that hole in your thing. I told you to put a towel in there.
Yeah, then he's heading
I'm gonna have
the
to
right
go and
direction.
do
He's
it.
heading eastwards.
I only have 360.
So, Stuart, how large of an area are we actually talking about here? And specifically, what's the distance between the so-called double murder scenes?
But as you can see, it's very close. I mean, it's well within square miles.
But some doubt that the
You
killer
didn't get
could
a
have
coffee with
committed
those
two
ones.
murders
God dang it.
and walked calmly back to the Batty Street inn by 2 a.m.
Let's you and I walk the distance between the two scenes so that we can get a sense of just how long it takes.
So listen to this.
Starting at Writer Square, site of
The other night when I dropped you,
they
when
began
I
walking
dropped
west
you,
toward Murder Street, where Stride was killed.
I don't remember what I did. Anyway, I had to take. Where did I take you?
And this here is
I don't remember. Anyway, it was past dinner time, and I said, Ronnie, Raymond's hungry, and I didn't feed him before I left. He's like, yeah. Use the card, make it cheap. So with my app, right, I got a 6-piece chicken nugget, 2 large drinks, and a large fry. Guess how much? $6. $6. I couldn't believe it. I texted Dad. I said, is $6.70 cheap enough? He was like, yeah, what'd you get? And I told him, he's like, we didn't get that much for that cheap. I showed him the receipt.
Even with modern-day traffic,
But he still won't download the app. He doesn't use any apps or any stores. Like if you go to those stores regularly, you might as well.
Number 22 Batty Street, where the lodger lived.
Might as well
From
download
here
the
across
app.
the road, there was a
Lord,
passage
they even have
road.
like special sales for app only.
There are various different routes to get here from Martin Square, but we know the killer
Burger King
traveled
has this
eastwards
family meal
towards
for $20.
Whitechapel.
You get 2 Whoppers, 2 chicken sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 drinks, 2 large drinks, and 2 large fries, all for $20. Isn't that a good deal?
And this location.
6 sandwiches.
the identity of the lodger was never revealed. Evidence was found
Oh, good, the traffic's going north. Look at that traffic going north, Caleb.
I looked at the stories about
Look
the
at it.
lodger in order to try and find out
All that
if
going
there's
north.
any description at all of the Batty Street lodger.
People getting
There
out of
Go
were
to
work.
her
say
dad's.
that press reports subsequent
Yeah.
to the
lane.
There are a number of other things that, looking at his background, like I said, the character skills that he provided, that give me cause for pause. Maybe we can have a closer look at it.
Police investigating the killings at the time.
Since the murders that were committed by Jack the Ripper, haven't there been theories floating around, even since the time they were committed, it wasn't Jack the Ripper, but in fact a Jill the Ripper, if you will, maybe perhaps a midwife, or an abortionist, or some female with a grudge against prostitutes, something like that. Haven't there been these theories floating around?
There have been suggestions of all sorts of mad theories proposed by letters to the police. It was certainly never considered to be a woman by the police. There was never a serious theory that it might be a woman.
But that changed in 2006, when the DNA test on the seal of one of the Ripper letters suggested it had been written by a woman. Brent Derby first investigates whether a woman, like the suspect, would have had the strength needed to carry out murders as violent as the Rippers. David Cook is a professor at South Bank University's Human Performance Center.
A woman like Mary Pearson, would it be possible for her to take down and then ultimately kill the victims in this case? What kind of force is necessary to do those things?
You actually don't need that much force. If the woman was to take a grip around the victim with both hands, she'd only be looking at probably 11 pounds both hands towards the carotid artery, and that would put the person unconscious.
Cook uses a device called a force platform. It's a scale that can measure pressure from every angle. It will send the data to a computer charting the pressure applied to the
Dude, those
body.
red lights aren't working. Why are you sitting there?
Same size.
You'll be there for a long time,
It's
man.
not the most stable position, although it is a really good position for apply force. But if you actually place it away on the chest of the victim and then apply force, you're in a much more stable position. You can still apply quite a good deal of force, but you're at less risk of being kicked off.
Pressure applied to the victim's throat was measured and calculated on a computer, then visualized.
So the force applied by our model suspect was recorded by the force platform, and it's then displayed on screen here. What we have are three forces, because force is made up of three dimensions, obviously. We have the green line here, which is medial lateral, so that's a side-to-side force. That's just rocking the hands on a little bit. We have
Did
the
you
red
know
line, which is
Kamala's
front-to-back force,
roommate,
which is just
Tim
tilting the
Walz,
a little bit.
her vice
But the most
president,
significant line
I never
is the
heard of
blue
him.
line. And the blue
I
line is the
wasn't
vertical
finished.
force
Oh,
applied
She
down
just
into the
selected
line.
him a
know.
few weeks
You can
ago.
see
Yeah.
that this peaks
And
up
he's
all the way up here, which is
her
about
running mate for
380
the selection.
Right.
Biden dropped
approximately
out.
80
Right.
pounds of force.
And he was the governor of
consistently
Minnesota.
applying force
Yeah.
in
And
70
as
to 80
governor of
pounds.
Minnesota, he signed a
Just
bill
how much
into
force is
law
necessary to
declaring
incapacitate
that
a person, and then how
tampon
much
boxes
force
must
would
be
be
put
necessary
in
to kill.
boys'
To
bathrooms.
actually go for the kill over a
In
period of time
Minnesota,
of
they
between
made it
3 to
law.
4 minutes,
Oh my
we're looking at
God.
only 35 pounds to close off the larynx cavity.
What I don't know,
Easily,
understand
we've achieved that
is
and
what do they
exceeded
do in
easily,
prison?
which means that we wouldn't have to apply for as long a period of
You know what I
time.
mean?
So it is quite possible
Because
for a
you can't
female
go in prison as a
your
man
size
dressed like a woman.
They don't
take
take
down
it.
their
Those guys will
male
go
victim.
crazy.
Yeah, in the correct
They go
circumstances.
nuts.
Like
Everybody
Chris
would,
Chan?
everybody would want to sleep with them. You know what I mean? It'd be the closest thing to a female they've seen some of them in years. Because even though they have men parts, they have boobs from taking the hormones. You know what I mean? So it's like best of both worlds for them.
She actually
Gay for the stay, you know?
An affair with a married man called Hogg.
But then if they can't put him in a girls' prison because he does have female parts.
She committed in her own.
You know what I mean? I don't know what they do in prison. I'm really curious about what they do in that situation.
She appears to have the mindset of
I
a
can't
serial
believe Chris
killer.
Chan got arrested for effing his mom.
So here we have Ferrari.
He's out.
As it was named there.
He's making money selling those stupid medallions on Etsy. He's making like $300, $400 a
Yeah,
week
across the road
selling
here,
those
you can see the
stupid
actual
medallions. He sits on live streams on YouTube and makes them and just talks, blesses people. People in the chat say, Chris, do me a blessing.
Fancy crime.
don't call him Chris, they call
And this
him
is the actual doorway of Mary
Christine,
Pierce's
yeah.
house. It's the
And
door
he
that
goes,
she
I
wheeled the baby carriage
bless
down.
you, my child. And
Pierce lured her lover's
as he's
wife
putting together these clay
killed her
freaking
by striking her
medallions.
with a fire poker,
Oh,
then slaughtered the infant. She then piled the bodies into her baby carriage and dumped
I was
them
looking at that guy
in her
next to me
house.
because I thought he was trying to pass me.
It was out of jealousy that she actually killed
My boyfriend's street.
the wife and the baby so that she could get the husband herself.
Which way did she go from the doorway? She would have gone down the street. I believe under the railway arch that you can see is still there.
The woman's body was found with the throat deeply slashed, like the Ripper cases. But Piercy was caught, and transcripts of her trial further explain.
Well, the reason for the throat cutting was purely practical.
There's like two
She
state
obviously had
troopers
to
that
fit
live
the
in
body of
Greenwood.
the
And
woman
one there, I
into
see
a
that
baby
one there all the
carriage
time.
in order
And
to
there's one on the next street
remove
over that we
it from
just
the scene.
passed.
They
And by
keep
cutting
their
the throats, it's easy.
cruisers.
Sometimes they have to
Twist
work
the
early in the
head
morning
into
shift. They'll
the
just go home with their cruiser.